So, my video number 1 is about major stereotypes that are helping, so to say, men and women not to be together, that are helping to drive you apart. So now I'm going to talk about the fact that guys think that she just wants your money, that she only wants to leave the country, that she will find another man when you bring her to your country, that she has a boyfriend or even several boyfriends here while she's dating you, that she won't be able to adapt to your culture, that she's frigid, that all your friends are saying is going to be true because the woman will arrive to your country and then she will leave because she will just take advantage of you. Ukraine is a third world country. Ukrainian men are bad. So I'm going to talk about all these things. So first, many men think that the woman just wants to leave Ukraine, and it is not so. Because many of the women that I represent have very good life here. They have good jobs, they have a good family, they have many friends. They're just not able to find the right match because the man that they want are a little bit better than the man that they see around themselves, or they just don't have time to look for the right man. They don't go to discos, or if they do, they are not looking for a husband on a disco when they go out. It's very hard to meet a good social class man that suits to many of these ladies. So this is why they are watching and visiting different websites. This is why they are looking abroad. It's an option. For many of the women, this is an option. Most of them would prefer that you move back to Ukraine. But many of the guys don't know what to do here, or their businesses do not allow to move here. So the compromise is, of course, her leaving Ukraine and going to live with you. And if you're going to be afraid that this is all she wants, you shouldn't, because this is not going to happen. You should look how you can build love, connection, how you will make this strong bonding with the woman. Because if you're only buying things for her, if you are only paying for stuff, if you're only being an obnoxious foreigner, of course she will, if she's a bad girl, she will take advantage of this. If she sees that you're not actually having things together. If the girl has bad reputation, she'll take advantage of you if you're not going to be smart enough to see the red flags that you see around. So these chances exist, but they are much smaller than many of the guys are afraid of. These chances are minimal because girls have a lot to lose here. They have families, they have jobs, and they have friends, and they have social niche where they belong. When she's leaving her country, she loses all of it, and she only has you, and you're becoming her world. You're becoming her father, her boyfriend, her lover, her nanny, her babysitter, if you wanted, her friend that she can cry on the shoulder, her universe. And if you don't have the right relationship, if you don't have the right connection, she'll probably go home. Because for the first year of her life in your country, you'll have to become everything for this girl. So please make it work. Give her as much support as you can, and you will have your love forever. The next stereotype is that she only needs your money, which is true. Because women do want a guy to be financially stable and secure. She will not leave Ukraine unless she's secure that you have enough money to have a life for both of you. Because for the first year, she won't be able to work. Most likely, she won't be able to bring a lot of money with herself when she relocates. So you need to make sure you have this pillow where you can land together and have a life. And being able to afford food, maintenance, some of the clothes that she may need, and get her started, even put her on some educational courses so she can become a member of the society, not just an idle girl who is watching the water evaporating from the pool. Because she doesn't want to do that. She wants to be a family member, she wants to be useful to you, she wants to be reliable, and she wants to be part of your life, part of your family. And she will be if you are giving her enough support and if you are stable financially. So before you are actually making a trip to Ukraine, think about your financial stability. If you are making 2 or 3,000 euro per month, it is good. But with all this said, you need to have at least 5 to 10, or better 15,000 in your banking account as savings to be able to afford someone to relocate and start a new life with you. And the more money you have as your savings, the better, because it goes fast when you have starting a new family, when you have a new person living with you, it just counts. So financial stability is always going to be the basics of a good family. And I want you to pay attention to this. This is really important. But this is not the money that she wants. She wants your attitude. She wants your personality. She wants your wisdom. She wants your life experience. She wants you to share your mind, your emotions, your feelings, your love with her. And she wants you to be financially stable and secure. So we want all of it when we are choosing a husband. So make sure you have both. Your feelings and your love and your money, and then it will work. Then, after bringing her to your country, she'll find another man. This is a fear, and this fear does make sense if you are having a very difficult personality, if you are making the girl feel bad, if you're always finding fault with this girl, if you do not have enough money and you do not have enough money and you're making it very difficult, if you are being nasty just by nature, if you're not treating your woman well, then she will start looking around and she will start thinking, what am I doing here? Did I leave my country to have this miserable life? No. Then she'll start looking around like you would if you would have nasty relationship. So the key number one, a girl has no reason to look for another man if she has good relationship, if she's loved, if she's protected, if she's cared for, if there is enough money to go shopping and buy the groceries. She's not going to look for anything better because these feelings are very hard to find. These emotions are very difficult to build and to maintain. And really, believe me, I have many different women from abroad that live in France, in Switzerland, in America, and they are looking for a guy there, plus they're calling me and they are getting into my database looking for a guy. It's not so easy to find another guy. So you have choices. You have your choices to be a good guy and a good family member and a good boyfriend for her, or you can spoil it. So don't spoil it, okay? The next fear is she has boyfriends, she has other guys, and she's dating me, and whatever happens, happens. Well, the prettier the girl, the more attention she catches from all other guys around. Yes, she receives attention from the guys. She has probably someone who is thinking that he's important to her. But if she's going on dates with you, if she's spending her time with you, if she is involving her emotions in communication with you, then probably whoever she has around is not that serious, is not that important. Well, what guarantees can you give me that you do not have other girlfriends in your home? Or other girls you are talking to, you are friends with, sometimes maybe you even share bed with, that are, somewhat important, right? But don't you give up on everything when you see that this is your love, that this is the love of your life, that this girl will actually become your wife. Then you both stop communication to all other potential candidates that you may have. And there will be a moment in your relationship when that time will happen, and you will have to honestly say look, I don't want you to date other guys, I'm really serious about you, you're really important to me. If you're telling this girl directly this message, then she's going to expect you to do the same. Stop seeing other women, delete other contacts, and just be steady, be together. But before that, You know, if you see other women, if you're talking to other people, the same can happen with a girl. And the prettier she is, the more guys can be interested. But this is your action. This is something you do, this is something you say, and this is something you do to secure this stability in your communication and in your relations. Things that you promise and you fulfill. For example, you are saying that you are going to bring her that language course, bring it. You are saying that you're going to help her with her business website, do it. You know, if you are saying that you always give flowers to women, then bring the flowers to the woman. Because if you're bragging that you are romantic and you like to be romantic and you like to give flowers and you do not bring flowers on a date, she's going to think, he's probably a liar or something else is wrong. You know, so if you are bragging to the girl that you're making that much money, even saying the figures, then take her out to nice restaurants. Because if you're saying that you're making $500,000 a year and you're going to take her to McDonald's for a date, she's going to think that something is not right with this guy, either with his brain or with his finances, or he's just greedy. So you don't have a second chance because people judge very quickly. So all you can do is, if you're saying you're a cool guy, be a cool guy. If you're saying you're a good person, be a good person. If you're saying you're generous, don't just say that, be generous. And then your success will be just there rolling in front of you because girls want it. The next fear is that she will not be able to adapt to your life in your new country, which is not true at all, because we live in Ukraine in very, very challenging circumstances, to say the least. We've survived many revolutions already, starting from 1990, then 2004, then numerous collapses and disasters until 2014. So every 2 years something happens with the currency, every 5 years a new disaster, a new revolution happens. So we are living like in a bombshell. But life is not bad here. Do not think that it's a disaster in Ukraine. You visit, you'll see. But we are surviving that. So if we can survive revolution every 5 years, we can survive a good country and we can get used to the new rules. And women are smart enough to know that there is a set of strict rules in European countries, in Canada or in America, where you should follow these rules, point. So you need to teach her those rules, you need to tell her how things work, and you need to introduce her to the new society, communications and plans and how it works. And then it is going to be easier for her. Adapting in your culture means also meeting your friends and finding new society that will support her. You shouldn't look for Ukrainian friends for her. It is much better to introduce her to local friends, to your native friends, Canadian, American, Austrian, German, French, Spanish, whoever, the local guys and girls. And they're going just to tell her, like, this is the way it is, this is the way we live. Come on, you shouldn't be worried about this stuff, you should worry about this stuff. Also, some Ukrainian friends will help, but she will find them herself. There are lots of societies and communities everywhere. So Ukrainian will never disappear or get lost or be desperate of friends. We make friends fast, especially when we relocate to another country. Adapting to your culture is a big, complex matter. And we are going to talk about it once you get your girlfriend. Depending on the girl that you get, I will tell you what strategies exist and how you can succeed with this particular person. So not to make this video super long, I'll just tell you that we will address this matter later. But you shouldn't worry about adapting to your culture, because this is possible. And I have maybe several girls that just didn't like the guy enough to stay in America or in Canada, and they came back just because there was this last little drop missing of like complete love. It's not about the country, it's about love, and it's about your connection. and then it works. They are not going to the country, they are going to be with you. One more fear is that Ukrainian girls do not love sex. They are frigid, they are cold, and I understand why you may think so. Because when you're talking to a girl, she will absolutely hate you if you will show her a lot of physical contact on the first or second or third date. She wants to build connection with you. She wants to build this bonding. She wants to start trusting you. She wants to read you, how dangerous it is to be with you when nobody else is around. She wants to understand why you're good. She wants to find reasons for herself that will tell her like, yeah, this is a cool guy, get him. So there is a rule of 5 dates, at least, when you are dating a girl, is when you may have sex expected, but not necessarily, because they try to postpone it and delay it as much as they can to test you and to see whether you are all into sex or you're just into relationship. And some of the girls procrastinate with the sex as much as they can, but later the guys are complaining that, oh, I don't know when it's going to happen, and then they are complaining, oh, I don't know if I can fulfill her appetite. So yes, absolutely, don't smile, that's true. The comments that I hear of the sexual appetites of Ukrainian women and their abilities and the pleasures that they are exchanging with the guys is like incredible. We love intimacy. We absolutely adore closeness, and we absolutely love all the exercises that you can do in the bedroom, but you shouldn't start with it and you shouldn't look for it. Other girls exist for exercises. You're looking for a family, so if you focus on building trust and connection and bonding, and if you show her that much more things are important than just doing things physically, then you're going to get her soul and her mind and all of it together, and her body. So start things right. Do not let yourself to get into her private territory too quickly. The best rule is when you wait for her to initiate physical contact. She may start touching you lightly, or may start hugging you lightly, or may lean against you. Just be very, very attentive to these signs of her approaching you on the physical level. We do that, but you guys don't notice it and you think we don't want you. This is not true. We do. We do want to step into your territory ourselves, because if you do it, it means that this is all you want. And we will talk about it more depending on the girl that you're getting. So this topic is to be continued. Just take some notes. Your friends and your family are telling you this is a disaster, she's going to use you and she's going to say goodbye as soon as she gets her green card or as soon as she gets her documents to live in your country. This is absolutely not true. Those times are gone. Before 2004, before the Orange Revolution, women didn't care where to go as long as they could move to the better country, because life in Ukraine was terrible. Since 2004, economical situation of Ukraine started improving, and improving very well. There are women that are making $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $10,000 per month. Do not watch the general statistics of economics that what people are making, because we have different levels of incomes and we have different options of people receiving their money and their income, and it's not always 100% clear what they are making. Official, they can be making one figure, and unofficial they can get some bonuses on top. So you just need to see what kind of life she lives, what kind of level she belongs to, and then decide whether you can afford this girl or not. But again, life is not bad here, and your friends would be right if if it was 1997, if it was the year 2000, then yes, probably you would have much higher chances just to serve as a ticket to a girl to relocate her from one place to another. But now there are no women who are coming to me and saying, oh, I just don't care who the guy is, I just want to live. I don't have these women, really. I wish I had. Because some of the guys here, get it, and get lost. But I don't have them. So now women want love, they want relationship. They understand that they will rely on you 100%. That you are the universe for them. So if there is no love, she has no reason to leave. She better stay here, make her income. Women really understand that life abroad is very difficult and it's expensive. So going there and having a job is more challenging than going there and having a husband and having children, and actually having a husband who can provide for all that. It just no sense to live just for the sake of living, really. It's better to stay and do whatever she knows to do here. So yes, you may listen to your friends and be careful when you see that the women are initiating physical contact too quickly. It can be the manipulation, can be the goal. Or if the women are, if it's not working, if you have to make an incredible effort to draw her attention to you, if it's not going easy, if it's not flowing, if you don't feel like you are good friends with her, if you don't have a feeling that you've known this woman forever when you were sitting her on the first date, then probably it's maybe not going to work. Try it on a second date. If you're really attracted to this girl, just try it on a second date. But if it's not going on a second date, just leave it, because there will be women that are going to be more interested in you. Sometimes no means try harder, but why making so many incredible efforts and hearing no for an answer? I don't believe in this anymore. I believe in mutual interest and I believe in mutual respect. And if you catch a girl, the first 2 dates are going to let you know that. And the last 2 things, that Ukrainian men are bad and Ukraine is a third world country. I'm making videos about Ukrainian restaurants, about Ukrainian places, about Ukrainian food, tradition, and museums, you name it. So you can see these videos on Marriage with Natalie YouTube channel. I will be giving you some links here in this video too. So when you visit here, you will see that we are not a third world country, just because we had and we still have a space rocket industry, and we are still launching the rockets, and we are helping America to launch shuttles and send them to the universe. We have incredible scientists, and we have incredible industry that is now in a very bad state and basically has no blood, which is money. Yes, this is true, but people are not sitting in the bush and not carrying bears on the street, and people are well educated. People see education and value education as a huge virtue. People think with good family values. People drive cars. People keep their families as a high priority. People have friends, and people generally have major stability in the society. These are not the third world countries. We have lots of problems in Ukraine. We have lots of abandoned children. We have lots of other disasters. But many countries have them too. And we are doing our best to solve it. Yes, we have terrible roads. But in people's minds, we are not the bush mentality people. We are people with education, and we are people with good views on life. And some of us are pretty much cosmopolitan. And Ukrainian men aren't bad. They are not at all bad. They are just not enough of them. The biggest problem with Ukrainian men is that they are lacking ambition. If he has something that is enough, he's happy with it, and he doesn't try harder. Women do try harder. Women make a lot of effort. Women are more ambitious in my country. Women are seeing plans and making lots of perspectives. Women are always trying to improve something. And I guess women of all over the world are like that. I hear guys telling me it. But I wish Ukrainian men were just a little bit more ambitious. Then we would not look elsewhere. But Ukrainian men are reliable. Some Ukrainian men are very good husbands and very good fathers. Some of Ukrainian men are good businessmen. Some of them are too busy to do business and they don't have time for family. Although there are still enough men who, aren't emotionally open. Another problem is that Ukrainian men do not trust people, and then they do not open their hearts. And this causes the problem of abandoning their children, not wishing their ex-wives well, and not helping them find out a guy, or not even helping, not actually being happy for her that she can build new relationship. In our culture, this is not normal, I would say, to keep friendship with an ex-partner or ex-husband, ex-wife. People forgive and forget, it's less common to have normal communication. It's coming, but it's less common. When women are visiting my agency, they're registering and they have kids, I'm always asking, does the father know that the child may be leaving to another country? Is he going to give the permission? How easy it's going to be for the child to relocate? And if the woman says yes, then I'm taking her on board. Although this may also mean that, with some financial investments, you may have this done faster. Meaning that some of the guys will, not be able to afford a notary because he's not having a job, because his ambitions is not good enough, So just go with the flow in this situation and make sure you maintain the relationship first, because that's the key. This is what works and this is what helps to move the mountains. So the final message about the stereotypes: there are lots of fears. There are lots of things that are on your way to stop you from being with your woman and to stop you from developing this relationship. And this is good that you see these obstacles. Because if you can overcome those obstacles, if you can shut up your friends saying, no, I know she loves me, I know she's here for the right reason, I trust this girl, then it's going to happen. If you're going to look for the best in your relationship with a Ukrainian woman, this is going to happen. I see a lot of men afraid, and I see a lot of women that are afraid. And if you expect a person to be bad, this person is probably going to be bad, because we feel that. We feel mistrust. We feel kind of disconnection, especially when you're not talking about it, when you're not addressing your fears and worries. They happen. They become reality. So talk to your partner, talk to this girl, explain her your concerns and discuss it together and find the solutions, find the compromise. And this works. And I wish you to go to the next level. Listen to the next video. It's probably not going to be that long. И, по-моему,